Guys, let's do this problem right here. It's asking find the coordinates of u minus 1 1 minus 1 in the basis b 1 2 1 minus 2 1 0 1 1 1, and the answer is given 2 0 minus 3. Let's see how we can get this answer. So first of all, in this kind of questions, what we have to do is first of all we have to arrange this base all the bases in a column, and let's see what happens. So first of all we have 1 2 1. I'm going to arrange this in a column. It's going to be 1 2 1, and we can pick x y z or x1 x2 x3, whatever you prefer. So in this case I am picking xyz. So 1 2 1, then multiply by x, and then we add it with this second column. So it's going to be minus 2 1 0, minus 2 1 0, then it's going to be y, then plus we are going to have 1 1 1. Let's say this is c equal to this u values is going to be minus 1 1 minus 1. So now what I have to, I can create set of equations in this case. So what I have to do is I have to simply multiply these values with the x, y, z and create equations. So in this case we can create three kind of equations. So let's see how we can create it. So it's going to be x, I'm just multiplying. So it's x minus 2y plus z equal to minus 1. And the second one is going to be 2x plus y plus z is equal to 1. The third one is going to be x plus 0y. You don't have to write it, but in case because sometimes when we copy for matrix we may make mistake. So in this case to avoid that, I just copy it down as 0y, and then it's going to be c, and it's going to be equal to minus 1. So now I can write this one into a matrix form. It's going to be 1 minus 2 1 minus 1 2 1 1 1 1 0 1 minus 1. Now we have brought this one into matrix form. Then we have to do the Gauss Jordan. So when we do the Gauss Jordan, we directly get the answers. So let's see how we can do this. So first of all, if you see the third row, that looks more simpler. So what I can do is I can swap this one with the first column, first row, to make it much easier. So it's going to be 1 0 1 minus 1. The second is going to be 2 1 1 1. The third one is going to be 1 minus 2 1 minus 1. Then what I can do is I can simply, so like to do the Gauss Jordan, basically what we have to do is we have to bring the pattern that's 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. So in this case, to bring that back pattern, I have to make this one into 0. To do that, what I can do is I can multiply the first equation by minus 2 and add it with the second equation. So let's see what happens if I do that. So it's going to be 1 0 1 minus 1. If I multiply this first equation by minus 2, it's going to be minus 2r1 plus r2. So if I multiply the first equation minus 2 and add it to the second equation, this is going to become 0, and this is going to become just 1. If this is going to become minus 2 plus 1 is going to be minus 1, and this is going to become minus 2 times minus 1 is going to be plus 2 plus 2 to 1 plus 1 is going to be 3. And the third one remains the same. It's going to be 1 minus 2 1 minus 1. The third one I can eliminate by simply multiplying the first equation by negative 1 and add it to the third equation. So it's going to become 1 0 1 minus 1 0 1 minus 1 3, and the third equation will become 0. So I'm just multiplying the first equation by negative 1 and adding with the third equation. So it's going to be negative r1 plus r3. This is going to be 0, and this is going to become 0 minus 2 minus 2, and this is going to become minus 1 plus 1 is going to be 0, and this is going to become minus minus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus minus 1 is going to be 0. So in this case, if you look at the third equation, 0 minus 2 0 0, this almost look like the pattern we prefer in the second row. So it's better to swap it than trying to solve, keeping and trying to solve. So let's swap it in this case. So let's do this. So it's going to become 1 0 1 minus 1. Then if I swap this third row with the second row, it's going to become 0 minus 2 0 0, and this is going to be 0 1 minus 1 3. So in this second row I can simplify even more by dividing it by minus 2, because when I divide the second row by minus 2, it doesn't affect anything else because all the others are 0, right? So we can it's much easier in this case. So let's do that. So it's going to be 1 0 1 minus 1. If I divide this one by minus 2, it's going to become r2. So I'm dividing r2 by minus 2. So this is going to become 0 1 0 0. So we have brought the second row in the pattern we preferred, and now we have to change the row third row. To change the third row, I had to I can simply multiply the second row by -1 and add it with the third equation. So if I do that, I will get 0 0 0 minus 1, and in this case it's going to be 3. So in this case, what I did was I multiplied the second equation by -1 and added it with the third equation. So that's how I got this answer. Now now I almost reached the Gauss Jordan pattern, but if you look at the first we have to eliminate this one right here, right? So in order to do that, I can simply add the third equation with the first equation. I will directly get the Gauss Jordan pattern right here. So it's going to become 1 0 0, then 3 3 minus 1 is going to be 2, then 0 1 0 0. If you look at the third row, it's -1, so we have to bring the Gauss Jordan pattern, we have to bring it into +1. So in this case, what I can do is I can simply multiply this one by -1 to make it positive. So if I multiply this one by -1, I will get 0 0 1, and this will become -3. 0 0 1, this is -3. If you look at the answer, that's the answer given. So we have successfully found the answer. So 2 0 minus 3 is my final answer, and this is how we do this question. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.